taping? Oh shoot, hey guys, welcome to Nintendo Uncovered Episode 5. For those of you just joining us, welcome. And for those of you who are coming back, thank you guys so much for watching this. We have a great episode for today, so I hope you guys enjoy it. We're going to skip the poll today, that's going to be later on, but we've got some awesome new stuff for you guys. Including, maybe a new character, maybe you guess who it was, maybe not. But, yeah, and we'll also have some commercials, so I hope you guys enjoy this, and see you later. Now, if you'll excuse me. Hey guys, and welcome to another round of Miiverse posts from Sakurai. We're on our 5th episode now, so that's pretty good. And before I begin, I just want to start by saying that last week I actually missed a picture. It's kind of stupid of me, but it was on the Little Mac post, and I kind of ignored it because I already knew everything about him. But I found this picture, and it's him punching Samus. And I didn't see this at first, and I was like, wait, what? Where is this? And I was on Google and everything, and I'm like, what is this picture? This wasn't like one of the original pictures, and it says it was from Miiverse, and I'm like, this was never posted. But then I looked on the Little Mac post, and there was a little bit of information that Sakurai posted along with it. And this led to, I think I was wrong in my Little Mac sort of video thing. I might have been, but I might not have been. So this is what Sakurai says. His biggest feature is the power meter. When it gets charged up, his standard special move changes. It turns into a one-hit KO uppercut. Now, I did not know this. So his standard special is this this one-hit KO uppercut. And I'm like, wait, what? Where'd this come from? So I guess his standard, from the looks of it, it looks like it's going to be similar to DK's standard, how he gets charged up. But it seems like Little Mac needs to hold it a little bit longer in order to get that huge charge. I'm not exactly sure how it's going to work, but in the Little Mac Little Mac trailer, it showed him winding back, and then the power meter kind of zoomed in. And then it showed him winding back first, so I'm assuming that's how he's going to get it charged up and everything. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for that photo. But let's start with this week's real photos. So the first photo, as we all expected, was Little Mac. And here he is punching Mega Man. And the screenshot says, "Pick of the day. Little Mac can deliver some solid punches while fighting on the ground." And it's another thing to mention here. Look at how small he is. Now, I know we've seen this in other things, like in other videos, and we'll see in another screenshot later on. But look at how big Mega Man is compared to Little Mac. Mega Man's head is humongous. I mean, it's just so funny to see, like, Mega Man so big. So Little Mac really is little, and Mega Man really is mega. And then Sakurai goes on to the next picture, and he goes on to say, however, he's not the strongest fighter while airborne. Try keeping his feet on the ground and avoid being blasted into the air when you use him in battles. Now, first when I saw this picture on the thing, before I pressed the information, I'm like, okay, this is another boring picture. There's no information here whatsoever. This is going to be a boring week of talking about Little Mac's moves. But then he goes on to actually say Little Mac's official weakness. Now, before we're like, okay, he's gonna be so OP, and yes, he still will be OP with that standard special punch, which is a one-hit KO, making him very OP in that case. But DK was pretty much like that if you got it down to enough damage. Not a one-hit KO, but it got him pretty good. But his weakness is the air attacks, and it looks like he's going to be a pretty light, fast character, only his air attacks are going to make him fall quicker. I don't know if you can be light and fall quicker. I'm not exactly sure how his full tactics are going to be yet, but we'll have to see. But I just think it's cool that they actually showed his weakness and told us what it was, because we were all wondering, okay, he's going to be so OP, what's his weakness? So I guess we got to figure that out in this picture. So it wasn't totally worthless. The next one shows a picture of Bowser and Peach on the Mario Galaxy stage, and it appears to be a bottle. Now, at first glance, because it was really late at night. It was about 3 o'clock. I had woken up, and it was just like, okay, picture, yep, bottle. So I thought this was one of the other, like, food items that you could have. The next morning, I come on, and I, like, take a closer look at it, and I see it's the fairy bottle from the Legend of Zelda series. And here you can see a picture of it. This is actually the Skyward Sword. It's kind of the Skyward Sword image. As was the beetle from the beetle item that we're already seeing. So we're seeing 2 Skyward Sword items, but it's also a reference to Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. As you can see here, I actually showed I'm not going to show that yet. In Ocarina of Time, the fairy bottle was something that you could use, and it's been used throughout all the Legend of Zelda series. So it's pretty cool to see another new item. And for those of you who are wondering, that is Bowser's taunt. Now, I don't know exactly which one it is. It's probably like his down or his side or something, where he bounces on one leg, almost looking like he's falling off the edge. I kind of like it how here it looks like he's picking up the bottle, but that has me wondering, what will the bottle do exactly? And I'll go on to talk about that in a minute, but first let's read the description. Hey look, a bottle! This is a special item that can even heal fighters who have accumulated over 100% damage. So this has me wondering, is this going to be replacing the heart container or the Maxim tomato from the Kirby series? Or will it replace the heart container from the Legend of Zelda series? I think it would be safe to say that it probably would replace the heart container. A lot of people are saying that that this just might be another item to the series that might nerf the heart container to something less or more. So the Maxim tomato, I believe, was 50. Don't quote me on this, guys, because I didn't do too much research here. Maxim was 50. The heart container was, I believe, 100. And I'm thinking that the fairy bottle will be like 150 or maybe all damage. So I think it would be closer to all damage, because when you use the fairy item in the Legend of Zelda game, you were healed all your hearts. And I'm going to play this video here, and you guys will see what the fairy does to Link's damage. Notice the hearts. You can't really see it, but... Alright. As you can hear that little ding-ding thing, that was Link's hearts being refilled. He refilled 3 hearts at that time. So also, I'm not exactly sure what the animation for this bottle will be. Will it be just like a eating sort of thing? Will it be just like, you know how you eat the Maxim, you use the heart to heal yourself, there's like a little sparkle, or when you eat food it kind of makes that munching sound. Well, what will the action be for this fairy bottle? Now I'm thinking that will be something more like the video we just saw, and I'm going to replay that in a second. But look, notice what the fairy does when the bottle is opened. The cork comes off and something happens. So look at it again. So what I'm thinking is that when you use the item, the fairy will spin around you and heal your damage. That's just what I think. So that's pretty much all for this screenshot. And, oh, I'm sorry, one more thing. In this screenshot, this is not Navi for everybody who thinks, oh yeah, it's Navi in a bottle. Well, Navi's are also already confirmed for Link's side, I think it's his side taunt. Again, don't quote me. I'm always saying that, but yeah, so as you can see here, this is Navi in Link's taunt, and that is not Navi in the bottle. So for those of you who wanted, hey, listen, available, it's not going to happen. Sorry. Alright, going on to the next screenshot, we have day 3, which is another picture of the Nintendog stage. It's good to see a little bit more of this stage. We saw another picture at the very beginning of last week of Nintendog looking at the screen. And I think it was Zelda Fan on the Mario Fun channel pointed out something kind of funny that I didn't even get the pun. So, at the beginning of last week, Sakurai says, a bored-looking dog staring at the TV. Occasionally, the Super Smash Bros. Series really makes me confused about what I'm creating. Well, I thought that was just something about, like, why is he showing this picture or something like that. But actually, no. Sakurai has a cat. And, he's confused why he made a Nintendog stage and then nothing with the cat. So, this could mean that he's not bringing the cat in any way. I still think he could bring the cat in the background if he wanted to, and also along with the Sis Trophy, the French Bulldog, I think he could bring in the cat as well. Maybe lay on the control pad. I think that would be cute. How it just like lays down wanting you to rub its belly or something. I think that would be adorable. Any way you could work in a cat would be great with me. But it's Sakurai humor. So anyway, back to this screenshot. It says, pick of the day. This dog is huge. Wait, no. The playable characters are small. The Smash Bros. Series doesn't always stay true to scale. Alright, so here you can see that the characters are pretty tiny here. And judging by Mega Man's look here, Little Mac has to be a lot smaller than that block. I mean, when he was punching out Little Mac on the Wii U stage, I mean, that was ridiculous. So, just thinking about it a little bit, how small will the Pikmin be, the little Pikmin, be to this stage? I mean, seriously, think about it. How is the Smash Bros. Going to do this on the 3DS when the items, especially like the Pokeballs or the little tiny items, how are you going to be able to see those? Like, if Diddy Kong does... Well, yeah, Diddy Kong. If he does, like, his final smash, how are you supposed to tell that there's a peanut on the ground? I mean, seriously, how is this gonna work? So, we'll see how this works in the future, but these characters are pretty small, so we're gonna have to do something with, like, the zoom, or something with the 3DS. I've never seen much 3DS gameplay at all, and none of us have, so we'll have to see in the future. One thing to note here is something that's very odd, and it may hint to something else way more than this screenshot has to offer. We see the Nintendog is pretty close to the audience right here, to where the fight's going on. Now, if you notice this block, the red on the right, see how there's like a little red sort of side of the block there? It's pointing towards the Nintendog. Now, in all the other screenshots, the red heart block side is pointing towards the screen. It is pointing kind of towards where the all the blocks are set up. So this block was turned, guys. And if you haven't, I didn't notice this until I was actually making Nintendog's course texture hack for one of the stage builders in Smash Bros. And I noticed this when I was like looking for photos to use for like the block and stuff. I'm like, wait. It switched around. So this got me thinking, and this was a question for this stage anyway. Will the Nintendog interact with the stage at all? We've seen it rolling. We've seen it, let's see, yeah, we've seen it roll over. We've seen it lay down, and we've seen it walk around. So I'm thinking that the Nintendog actually will interact with the stage, because we see the block is turned here. Now, I don't know what he's going to do. He could take away some things. He could break it down. He could even interact with enemies by, like, charging at the screen or something. That would be amazing. I'd like to hear, like, hear his bark, kind of like a Pokeball. How, like, you know, some of them use Growl and the stage, like, shakes and anybody who's near, like, takes damage. I think that would be really cool for the Nintendog, just to get that little feature. And it would be cool if the Nintendog could interact with the stage. It would give the stage a lot more, and that's why I think it was made out of blocks in the first place. Alright, moving on to the next screenshot. This is day 4, and it's another picture of Little Mac. And this one is going back to the trailer where I'm gonna play it now, we see that Little Mac's height is pretty small compared to Samus, and she likes to point that out. But Little Mac doesn't have anything to do with that, because size doesn't matter. Boom, I have a one-hit KO. So, this is what Sakurai goes on to say. Pick of the day. As shown in Little Mac's debut video, which I just showed, here is the height difference between Samus and Little Mac. He's used those mighty green gloves to punch out many challengers bigger than himself before. Now, Little Mac has used those gloves to fight through many bosses, including King Hippo, which is humongous, if you guys haven't noticed. I actually think that King Hippo would make a pretty great assist trophy. I don't know what you guys think, but he needs someone to replace. They need someone to replace Little Mac for the Punch-Out series, since, well, now the Punch-Out series is a new main series, including a stage, a character that is playable, so they gotta have an assist trophy item. Well, at least they should. I think King Hippo would be a good candidate for that, or Glass Joe. I don't see, like, the trainer guy, his instructor, whatever the heck his name is. I don't think that he could be a person on there. I could see another Punch doing that, another Punch-Out star. One other thing that I wanted to touch on is Little Mac had the jump rope. Now, I have a little question for you guys. Just put this through your brains for a second. Do you think that the jump rope will be used in his moveset at all? Maybe as a smash attack, or maybe one of his taunts? I think that would be really cool to see the jump rope worked in, especially because it was in his trailer. That's pretty much all I have to say about this picture, besides one more thing. In Little Mac's trailer, he had his pink jumpsuit on. Do you guys also think that the pink jumpsuit will be an alternate costume for Little Mac? So that's just another thought. So that's pretty much all with these screenshots. And when we come back, we'll talk about the very last screenshot of the week. Alright, welcome back, guys. And before I begin, I just want to talk about some other news in Nintendo. So Mario Golf World Tour, we heard a little bit about it in the last Nintendo Direct, but how much do we really know about it? I mean, there's not too much to know so far. We know that Mii's will be in play, there will be like a challenge mode, and where you could test up on your skills, you could buy clubs. But what about the courses? Now that's the thing for me. Courses and characters, the two biggest things. Well, this week, actually today, this Friday, because I'm recording it on Friday night, but we got a glimpse at a new course that they will be using for in the game. And it looks almost as if it was on the Wii U, but it's actually not. This course that you're looking at right now is Cheep Cheep Lagoon. This is based off the Mario Kart 7 track. So this pretty much is hinting that Cheep Cheep Lagoon will not be in Mario Kart 8 at all. So that's kind of a reliever for me, because I didn't really like that track so much. But it's cool to see a screenshot. It's pretty HD, so I thought this was really cool. This picture was taken from Nintendo's Twitter account, and I just like that. I just like this picture a lot. It shows the Cheep Cheeps, and also in the background you can see some sushis, which are the dolphins swimming around. Now, in Mario Kart 8, there's going to be a new track called Dolphin Shoals, and it is a new Nitro track. Also, this week, actually, yesterday, we got a look at Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, and this game was just released in, Japan, last Thursday, the day of the Direct, I believe, or the day before the Direct, one of those, and it was just released to Europe, I believe it is. Europe and North America today. So, it's pretty exciting to see a new game come out, especially one that's a major Nintendo title. Well, Donkey Kong for me isn't always the best, because every on our channel we always live to down DK pretty much. So, but I think this game looks pretty amazing, and so did IGN, and they actually gave this game a 9.0 out of 10, and they said this game was amazing. Now, for something to be given so high of a rating is pretty amazing from IGN. So, yeah, I wanted to just say, I wanted to do our poll since I didn't do it in the beginning, and the poll today is, what is your favorite Donkey Kong series character? Is it A, DK, boo, B, Dixie Kong, hoping for her for Smash, C, Cranky Kong, the old prankster, D, Funky Kong, the Mario Kart Wii King, or E, Diddy Kong? Cast your votes in the comments below. And while we're on the subject of Diddy Kong, here is the final screenshot of Day 5. Diddy Kong confirmed for Super Smash Bros. Wii U and 3DS. Pick of the day, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze is now out in Europe and North America. And to celebrate, Diddy Kong joins the battle. Yes, Diddy Kong is back, and he is a lot more stretchier than before. And I'll explain. Actually, I don't even need to explain. Sakurai does. He says, we've increased Diddy Kong's flexibility in this game. This picture shows how far his punches stretch during the strong side attack. You've seen this before in Brawl, and you're gonna see it again. Looks even kookier here. It's amazing how flexible he is. Almost creepy. Pretty creepy, actually. So, I'm gonna go through a few pictures of Diddy Kong first, and we're gonna see what we can spot. First off, we have his side move being used against Mario there. He's posting with his long time sidekick DK. That picture doesn't really look appropriate right there. There he is using his rocket barrel pack, which is obviously confirmed. His eyes squinting a little bit. Him punching upward to the sky. Now this move I don't actually recognize. This might be a new move for him, like a new up aerial move, because it's very similar to Little Mac, and I tested it today, and Diddy Kong doesn't have that move in Brawl. Here's him getting shot in the face pretty much on a backfire from his peanut pop gun. This actually seems to be, I can't really tell, but from this angle it looks like it's in the air a little bit, so I can't really tell what's going on here. But yeah, the peanut pop gun exploded, and that didn't look like it felt too good. in Diddy Kong's eye. Here's a picture of Samus, Lucario, and Diddy Kong jumping by. That looks pretty cool. There is Diddy Kong recovering, I believe. Yeah, after he's getting hit, he kind of does like a backflip, and also Wii Fit Trainer using some kind of move. I don't know if that's her recovery and Fox's recovery, but they all seem similar, so that's kind of cool. And the next screenshot is Diddy Kong using his taunt on the 3DS. This is where he throws up his hat and catches it. Finally, we have one more picture, and I'll probably linger on this for a few extra seconds. But this is Diddy Kong using another taunt where he just jumps around slapping his hands in the air. But you can see that the banana is confirmed for his, not sure if it's going to be for his down smash. But, it's obviously confirmed. So this is Diddy Kong's banana, obviously, because it doesn't have... Well, the other one didn't have a face on it, but I'm thinking that the banana this time is going to have the face on it, quite similar to the Mario Kart series, to kind of, like, differ it from the other bananas on the track, or the course, sorry, I'm thinking Mario Kart 8 here. And it's Tripping Fox here. Now, everybody, when they saw this, Tripping confirmed! Tripping reconfirmed! And it's like, okay, no, this isn't tripping, this is an item. That's what it's supposed to do. So tripping is not confirmed. Don't worry, guys. There's no tripping in the game. This is just Diddy Kong's banana move. So, yeah, don't worry about the tripping whole controversy there. So, each day, or each time we do another episode, there's going to be a new daily question at the end, to kind of like tell you, ask your opinion on a question for Smash Bros. And this week's opinion, well, question rather, is question of the week. Will Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze have any effect on the Smash Bros. Besides adding Diddy Kong? Now, this is a question that I've had to think about for quite some time now. As for other games, how will those games, the new games coming out, actually impact the Smash series? I think that this could impact the Wii U version greatly, seeing how they could make a Tropical Freeze stage. They could also bring in Dixie Kong. I'm hoping that they'll bring her in besides King K. Rool. I like Dixie over King K. Rool. And I think that they could pair her up with Diddy Kong. They can make a great tag team, or else just make her a clone character, but not exactly a clone character. She could do probably different things, especially she can do some stuff with her hair, and she'll also have her hair as a propeller. So she has different possibilities, but then again, you could switch to them, and then you could use her at the same time, sort of like you did with Sheik and Zelda, only that they could, it'd probably work more like the Rosalina thing, how you can switch, well, you can control the Luma at the same time. You can use your moves and then switch off somehow, like pressing the down move, kind of like the Pokemon trainer. So I'm not sure how that would work yet, but I still think that they should really do that, if not, make her a separate character. Also, Cranky Kong. This was the thing I was very scared about during that Nintendo Direct. I was hoping that they did not confirm Diddy Kong, that he was not the big headliner. I think that would have been more disliked than Little Mac for sure. Plus, Little Mac was like one of the top predicted characters from the game, and it's good to see one of those in, and it gives us hope for other characters that we want in, like Crystal, Chrom, me, and other characters like that. Ridley? No. Okay, so not Funky Kong, Cranky Kong, the old Crankster. He could be an awesome assist trophy, and I'm sorry, whoever thought Cranky Kong could make it in Smash Bros, but he's just not that much of a character, guys. He couldn't have that great of a moveset besides his cane. And I don't know, he could pull out his rocking chair or something and smash people over the head with that. I don't know. We have the gyroid, so, any move is pretty much possible here. But Cranky Kong would make an interesting assist trophy. He could whomp people outside of the head with the stick. Now, I think that would be pretty interesting. He could run around the stage, kind of hunched over, but then all of a sudden come out and take his cane and start attacking people. I think that would be pretty cool to see Cranky Kong somehow in the game, because he's not a character to be messed with. He's pretty feisty, and he's one of those characters that's just like, yeah, he's funny, but he's got no chance in the game, but maybe an assist trophy. He would kind of act like Samurai Goro did, only not as much running, strength, and, you know, less katanas. Anyway, that's pretty much it here for this final screenshot here. But tell me what you think, guys, in the comments below. Also, visit our website. There's a lot of information there about Smash Bros, Mario Kart 8. I did a whole big thing for Mario Kart 8 on there if you want more information on the tracks and stuff. And, yeah, there's also a Nintendo Uncovered news there as well. So thank you guys so much for watching this. This has been Super Koopa with Nintendo Uncovered Episode 5. See you guys next week, and have a great week. Bye, guys.